Good afternoon and welcome to our All Saints Christian Arts Festival, Cre8or. During the day we have 50-minute slots for some of our performers. So we've had some music this morning and now this afternoon we have some poetry. Our very own Tim Swann, a student about to start an Oxford degree in October, is coming to read some of his own creative poetry. And he tells me he's been writing poems for about 3 years. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Alex. This first poem is a bit like admonishing yourself, reminding yourself that I'm not that brilliant. I mean, I got my A-level results this morning and I did do really well, but the fact is, in comparison to some things that have been done, that's not that brilliant. So this poem isn't actually written by me. This is written by a Dutch poet who I correspond with, and she wrote some of these words to compliment me, and I realized this isn't actually true of me. But and so I stitched this together into a poem that expresses my partaking in the blindness and ignorance that we all share in. So this is, For my eyes are closed. I can only walk blindfolded. A light has seared my eyes. A radiance has passed my presence. Umpteen times the stars and planets, shining as one. Who is this? Who flung the stars out into space? Where's the home of light? And where does darkness live? Can you lead them home? I'll never climb nor even see steep drops, ancient rocks that set in place in the furthest past know this story better than I do. We often find ourselves fighting or wrestling with the divine, with the higher power, with God. It's not always a very friendly relationship. Instead, we might see it as a bit like fencing, always trying to strike that extra blow. It doesn't hurt, but you're still trying to score those points. That's not always going to have to be a negative thing. This next poem is the story of someone whose attempts at battle lead them to a higher understanding of themselves. The Duel. Surely shall the clouds consume us. We spiral higher, our cloaks shaking in the winds, and the clash of our foils is the crossing of lightning, its divergent forks. Surely shall the clouds consume us. We can perceive the outside of the silent globe, its imaginary barrier. We traverse and upwards still, constantly, one after the other, each seeking to go higher, to meet the other. We pursue and are pursued. Surely shall the clouds consume us. And slowly, one of the duelists begins to realize that the elusive foe they have chased has been luring them upwards, drawing them with occasional meeting. For the first time, they turn their eyes downward. Surely shall the clouds consume us. For the one who has wrapped themselves in fire, then in light, then in clouds, beckons, calls, and yes, even lures. The vista beneath, the vista within.